Hello baby gangsters, this is Calvin, also known as Ormer, and this is my first ever playthrough of Genshin Impact. And today we're going to be finishing some world quests, one or two world quests that are on the list of world quests that I want to do before I leave Fontaine, which is still a while away. It's still a while away before we leave Fontaine. I always get questions of, are you going to finish this world quest? Are you going to finish this world quest? I think by the end of it, I think that a lot of people are just going to be very happy with the amount of world quests we're doing and what world quests we're doing. You know, it's usually if it's like a very important one, it's gonna be done. Usually if it's a very cool one, it's gonna be done. The world quests in Fontaine have been fantastic so far, and today we're doing the wild fairies of Erinnyes. And I wanted to do this one ever since we met Passive. Since we met them at the start, like a long time ago, when we were doing like the Talishard quest, which is another really fun world quest as well. And I've been wanting to like go back to this quest for a while. I think if we have time as well, we might do the Book of Esoteric Knowledge as well today. And we will do a bit of exploring because we're going to be going into a whole new part of the map we haven't even been into. I also kind of have a feeling that we're going to be like, you know, doing some other cool missions as well around these areas. I'm not sure which, like, I know, like, we have to go over here at some point, so I might not go here today. I know I have to finish off exploring this area as well, which actually we could do today as well. And it's not like we're, like, trying to, like, because still there's so many things, we like, by the end of this, I would like to get, like, these waypoint markers to see this world, right? Because that's what we always do. There's even waypoint markers underwater, so we're not finished, and we're going to do everything bit by bit. We're going to take our time. There's no rush. There's no rush whatsoever. We still got so much time to do a lot of things. And today will be maybe one of those episodes where we kind of do a lot of exploring. Inspect the... Oh, wait. I don't know what this is. I'm worried... You know what worries me about Genshin sometimes? That everything I'm going to do is going to start a world quest. There's always this fear of my mind where I'm like, okay, let's click this. Wait, is this a world quest or not? So, also, we should actually check if we can do a few wishes today as well. We can. And, again, it's one of those things where we're going to keep trying with Zhongli, to get Zhongli. And if we don't get Zhongli, like we always say, it's fine. It's fine. It's no biggie. It's no biggie. Because getting some official constellations, also pretty good. Also pretty great. And there we go. I like to get out of the way sometimes just so I'm not thinking about it, you know? Oh, and today our team as well that we're using is... 6 Feet Thunder. 6 Feet Thunder is Xiangyang. Here's the thing: Xiangyang's on the team for Xing Show. He doesn't like. He doesn't. Obviously, he literally cannot. It's not that he's not good. He literally cannot add to the team right now. But he's here just for the moral support. Because really, it is like, you know, Layla, Xing Show, Hu Tao. Xiangyang's here to eat some ice pops and have a cool design. That's his job right now, and he can take a break. He works really hard as a ghosty hunter, you know? So he could just take a break. He could just take a break. But he's here for Xing Show, for moral support. Even though I don't even think that Xing Show needs it. Oh, the mortuary assistant is ready to play. Totally didn't just spoil, what's gonna be happening later tonight. Okay, well... There you go. There you go. Let's activate this. So this is a whole new area. Oh, have we unlocked every area? Oh, maybe not. Okay. So they want us to go to this area over here. Great. Fantastic. Wow, we've unlocked a large portion of this map. A large portion. So I think we get to here, right? That's our next location. Do we have? I don't think we have enough to worship the statue. No, we need like 2 more though to get to level 3. Come on, we could totally find 2 more somewhere. In fact, there should be one right here. Maybe up in the sky. There's it's right there in the tree. Can we climb the tree? No. Honestly, like let's not be silly about this. Let's get Vaughn out here. Vaughn? I need your help, Vaughn. Yeah. Just absolutely fantastic. And there's one then over here? I can't see it right now. It should be like right here. Oh, in this? Gameplay tutorial knowledge. Okay. After it's actually an actual freaking clam. After being struck, it may open in a stress reaction. Perhaps there's something inside. What? That is legitimately like such a fun little mechanic that, you know, it's not necessary. It's just one of those things that makes your world feel really fun. One of the things I think I thought about a long time ago, I was talking about a long time ago, is something that like Kyle Bosman said, who is a streamer that I watch. And he was saying, you know, that in Dragon Quest XI, which is one of my favorite games of all time, there's this moment in that game where he walked out onto a balcony. And it was just a balcony. You know, in a game, sometimes when you're playing a RPG of some kind, you'll walk out onto a balcony. And usually if you open a door in a room, you're going to get something out of that room. That's like the reward system in a lot of games. It's just the way things go. You open a room, you're probably going to get something in there. Sometimes it's like legitimately just like very, very cool to have like mechanics that, while we did get a reward for it, right? It's not something that's crazy difficult, right? It's not something that's crazy like, oh, like you have to figure out this gigantic puzzle. This is a really pretty place as well. You know? Because I think it's nice to have both. It's nice to have parts of the game that like are like, oh, how am I going to figure this out? How am I going to do this? How am I going to do this puzzle? And then also parts where it's just like, this is just a part of the world. And if you hit it, it's going to open up. I like little things that just make the world feel, you know, really, really real, if you get what I'm saying. Like, if you have something that small that doesn't have this big puzzle around it, it makes sense. Like, not everything in a world that we're living in is a crazy puzzle. Not everything is, and I like it. It's awesome. It's nice to have both. It's nice to have both. So what is this? Have I done this before? If I have done it before, I don't remember. Water? Animo? I don't... What is this? If I have done this before, or I've probably passed by it and they probably told me how to do it. That's usually what happens with this stuff. Let's switch back to 6 Feet Under. We have so many great teams, though. We really do. Like, we are doing fantastic as it comes to teams. I was gonna say let's practice on the hilly trails. What is that? Loch Arena. Let's check it out. First we'll get this and then we'll check it out. The waypoint marker. What even is that over there? It's been a while, and again, like, I like exploration episodes. I think putting like a puzzle beside it as well, like, sorry, a world quest beside it as well. I think that gives us like some motivation to like we'll finish something, but then also we get to have like the motivation of just like going around exploring around that thing as well, and that lets us unlock this region. Because I like to unlock the regions now as we get quests or as we're in an area. What is that? And what is? Wait, is that? That's the location we're going to. That tree, the willow. That's the willow. Yeah, that we're going there. Did I even unlock that thing? Oh, there's one up there. Let's go and get it. Yeah, I didn't even unlock it. I just got sidetracked again. Mr. Sidetracked himself. So I thought today as well, we could use today to chat. To just chat about Genshin as well as we're going around the world. Obviously, we're going to be chatting about the world quest itself, because that's obviously super important. But I think it'd be nice as well to like just like have some chats about like what we feel about Fontaine so far, what we felt about Genshin so far. So if we can have those little chats in between exploration and stuff, I guess look how beautiful that is from here. And the court of Fontaine, it's so gorgeous. Because what happened recently this week that I didn't even realize is that I am officially caught up in Genshin. We haven't done a challenge in a while. We could do one. I'm officially caught up in Genshin to the point... I'm caught up in Genshin to where I was when I started the game. So when I started the game back in January of this year... Where's the other ones? They down this way? Yes, okay. When I caught up with Genshin at the start... Oh my god, that's kind of scary. Wait, where's the other ones? When I caught up with Genshin at the start of this year... When I was started with Genshin at the start... Are they up here or are they underwater? Oh, they are underwater. Oh, my bad. I didn't even see them. Yeah, they're right there. Okay. Well, since I started the challenge, I'm gonna start it again. I can't let it beat me. Yeah, but when I started Genshin, the quest that was out when I was started Genshin was the quest for, I think it was the Shanyun quest that just released, and the Lantern Rite. I started with the Lantern Rite. So like the Lantern Rite 2024 was when I started playing Genshin. And of course, like, it was just around that time, I remember when I was playing it, and like, you know, everyone was like, you should do the Lantern Rite, you should do this, you should do this. And I think that's when people got a flavor for like how I deal with like spoilers. Cause like some people were definitely like, you know, like the people that stuck around understand it like completely now, you know what I mean? But obviously like when we started off, there was obviously people like, no, just do the Lantern Rite, just do the Lantern Rite. But like for me, I think I made the right choice in the end because the playthrough I've had has been so magical. We've done things in like, for the most part, in a lot of orders and stuff like this, and we've had like such a good time doing it. I'm personally very happy with the way things have gone with this playthrough. I'm personally very, very happy with the way things have gone with this playthrough. I'm at a point where like I'm still so excited to play this game. Today I had like jitters thinking we were going to see the more of the passive thing and explore more of this world. It meant so much. And not only have we got to a place where it's where I started in Genshin, we're also at a... Oh my god. Oh my god, this is kind of terrifying. Jesus. Wait, are we getting pushed back? No. Oh, we are! What? What is this? Holy hell. Yeah, we're getting pushed back away from it. That is so, and the way the weather changes around it, it kind of, you know, like we've even seen stuff like this in Genshin before where like the weather will change around the whole area. That's pretty cool. It's really pretty. If we land out here, will it change back? No, it's still in the vicinity. Jesus, man. That's crazy. Whatever that is. I'm sure it's going to be for a quest of some kind. But I also like Chiori and... Chevreuse. That banner was the first ever banner I wished on. And to show like how like little I knew, like if you look back at the old thumbnails, it shows how little I knew even about like Genshin. You know what I mean? Because like you know, you definitely tell when it was like a 100% like first ever playthrough of Genshin. Like when I got to Liyue, you know who's on the thumbnail for Liyue? Charlotte. Oh my Jesus Christ, that's so pretty. Holy hell. That's stunning. That is stunning, especially with the weather around it as well. It's so, so pretty. Really, really pretty. But yeah, I put Charlotte on the thumbnail because we met her at the event, but I didn't even know she was who she was. I didn't know if she was a character from Liyue, if she was a character from whatever. I don't even think I thought about like Fontaine at all, like when I started the game. Because again, like or even like one of the things I remember in the old playthrough that started the playthrough, I like beat Dvalin and just like was like, okay, we're finished with Mondstadt, I guess, and everyone's like, no, go back and talk to this person. And that was when I realized that this game was like a little bit deeper than I thought it was. You know what I mean? Because again, I think from perception outward, I have no problem saying it, because you guys know that there's a perception about this game, and that perception about this game, I saw it during like Genshin Game Awards talk. I saw it during the nominations for this when it got nominated for Player's Choice for Fontaine and Natlan. I saw it, like, you know what I mean? It had like a lot of similar opinions, not opinions, but similar like ideas that I had about this game that just weren't true. That just were not true. But I think the difference is, like, you know, me and a few other people, you know, tried out the game in the end and grew to love it. While those people are probably going to still not try, which is fine. You don't have to play a game. But personally, I think also if you're going to like make fun of a game and if you're going to insult a game without ever playing it, I feel like, you know, I also reserve the right to like, at least on the story and all these mechanics and all this stuff and world building, I think I have the right to like just be like, okay, well, I'm not going to really like take your opinion of that high regard because you haven't even touched the game. But yeah, like I had that take where I was just like, it's probably like it's a gacha game, right? We know it's a gacha game. It's about like characters. So I thought like Flash, right? It's all Flash. Like who know? Like I didn't even know there was like so much substance. I know it sounds very insulting, but like that's what I thought. Like, that's what I thought gacha games were. That's what I thought they were from the outside, like legitimately. And I tried the game, and like within like I remember like we got to like the Dvalin scenes and stuff like that, and then like it was like, oh my god, this is one of the most incredible things I've ever seen. You know what I mean? This world is so beautiful. Like I remember actually I got to Mondstadt, and like I think even the videos I was like, oh my freaking god. Even like stepping into the world, it felt like I was playing like the JRPGs that I loved. Like even though I know it's not a JRPG, but it's like one of those things that I really love about JRPGs. It really felt that way, and it was a specific moment when you guys were like, go talk to Jean. I think it was Jean. Go back and talk to Jean. Where I was like, this isn't a game that you just do a mission and you forget about it. You actually have to like, you know, there's a follow up. There's no, you know what it was? It was go back to the. I remember now. It was go back to the to talk to someone because the scene for Signora was coming up, and that's what it was. Because I remember there was something. It was like I was instantly just like, okay, this game is a lot like darker as well. They have characters here who are going to like destroy our main characters, and that was Signora, like fighting against I don't know why I'm doing water here. Fighting against Venti, or like attacking Venti. Because it was such a shocking moment for me, because I'm like, who the hell is this? This incredible design, this and this and this. What is happening here? You know? Because when I first played the game, you see, I knew the game was beautiful. Like the game, like really, you know, changed my perception of it completely. Like, but in more and more, I think I was just like, okay, this game is not what I thought it was from the outside. Because all I ever knew about Genshin was the freaking, like the tweets that I saw. I remember like one of the first things I saw from Genshin was someone tweeting, like this character is so thick. And I think it might have been like Kaveh. And then someone retweeted being like, Genshin fans think this is thick, you know. And I remember being like, what is Genshin? What is Genshin? Because I heard you get characters and stuff, yes. So I didn't know. I had no idea there was this deep of a story. I had no idea there was like these many interesting characters, these intricate details. And that's the thing. Like I've gone from like back in 2020, going like, I'll try it out, and I played it for 4 minutes. I was like, you know, I'll go play something else. To being like, oh my god, to other people, like I'm like if anyone who sees me on socials or anywhere else, I'm a big like Genshin defender now. I'm like crazy Genshin defender because I tried it and all my misconceptions were wrong, and I was happy to be 100% wrong. I was happy to be like an idiot in this sense, you know. Now I never spouted off about like Genshin, you know what I mean? I never spouted off about Genshin. But yeah, like I remember like booting up Genshin then with you guys. I was like, look, we're gonna give this like an actual try because people said that it's a good game. And I got past the beach, I got to Mondstadt, actually made it. We saw Amber, we saw the dragon, there was all this stuff, and it's like, oh my god, like this is actually like a lot more like beautiful than I thought. One of the best examples was just like seeing Mondstadt, the city of Mondstadt. Like I was just like, this is what I love. I love towns and RPGs. I love, like, I know it's like such a weird thing to love, but like towns like mean the absolute world to me. Like it's something that, and again, it's because it's like, you know, that's where like a lot of your hub stuff is going to be. If Mondstadt sucked, if Mondstadt was annoying or like annoying to get around, it didn't look pretty, and that was where like I had to like do a lot of my stuff for the first like 10 hours of the game. Like that's something you don't want, really, you know? That's something you definitely don't want. But yeah, I remember my first perception of Genshin was a very shallow one. And then I played it, and I played through, I remember like that first sequence in Mondstadt, like the Mondstadt stuff was incredible. And I remember if I even said it felt like a fairy tale, you know, when we were on top of Dvalin and we were like, you know, we met all these characters. That was so exciting. Like meeting, like, can you imagine there's a time when I didn't know who Kaya was, and I was like, oh, there's Kaya. You know, I didn't know who Diluc was. I didn't know who, so let's search for the key near the willow. So it's near the willow. I didn't know who all these characters were. And that's so weird now thinking back that I didn't know who Jean was, that I didn't know. I remember, like, even when I got her as a 5-star, I still didn't, like, fully, like, I don't think we did her story quest at that point. But I'm glad I was wrong. I'm so glad I was wrong. Search for the key to the willow. And it just kind of like upsets me now because, like like when I'll watch like people that I've watched for years who I adore, you know what I mean? And like the topic of Genshin will come up, and all of a sudden it's like laughs and jeers at stuff like this, and it's like, man, like, what are we doing? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I wonder if it's underwater. It's like, what do you mean? It's like, yes, it is. Okay, great. You know what I mean? Like, it's like all, like, and I get, like, people can, like, look at something from the outside like I did. But again, I never insulted Genshin. I would never go online and insult Genshin. Observe. Here we go. So you have to do the musical thing again. So that has to hit that first, that second, and that first. Is now what the thing was again? If I remember how to do this. It's this over here, isn't it? But we have to actually get some of these guys' powers, or some creatures' powers. This underwater area is kind of scary. And I want to make it clear, there's nothing wrong with having an opinion on Genshin that is negative. There's nothing wrong. I just wish, like, more people would understand that, like, I feel like with Genshin that my... Oh yeah, we need this guy. That my opinion is not... I think with Genshin that, like, in my opinion, personally... Can you guys leave? I got stuff to do. My opinion with Genshin oh god, sorry Utao. I forgot you had low health. That's my bad. I'm so sorry. My opinion with Genshin personally is that, like, it's better, has a better story than a lot of the games I've played in my life. And that's saying a lot because I adore video games. And to have a story that's so intricate and so detailed, like, that's what's just insane to me. It's insane. That I've played a game this, you know, late into my video game history that has stunned me on so many different occasions. And then we get this bubble, right? You know what I mean? Like, I feel blessed. I feel so blessed to be able to play a game like this. And then I remember we got to Liyue, right? I remember when I got to Liyue for the first time. I guess we should summarize my feelings on Mondstadt. Mondstadt is just my home. It feels like my home. It feels like a place that, like, I adore. Like, it feels like everyone who is there, like all the characters who are there, like, mean the absolute world to me still. I'm so happy, legitimately. That I even get to, like, say I got to see, like, you know, Amber was such a sweet person. The first time we met Amber, like, I remember even saying, being like, she's like one of the sweetest characters ever. She really is. She really is one of the sweetest characters ever. I don't remember entirely how to do this, but we can try. Did that do it? Great. What did that do, though? I agree. This cutscene's insane. Holy hell. Oh my god! I never thought in a million years we'd see Vaughn versus Kaya like this. Oh no. He's stamping on his hair. Not the hair, Vaughn! He needs that. Vaughn! Oh, here comes Sino. What business does he have here? Oh my god, he's standing on Vaughn's toes. You know they're exposed. If my game is... So I'm worried about it being soft lock forever. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it just glitched. And that's another key for us. Now we need to find the final one. Key, passive. You're underwater too? Oh, where did you come from? Disappeared, passive. Okay, then Paimon's never met a Melusine so unique, and Paimon thought Melusine all lived in the Court of Fontaine, or Marusa village. How come you're out here? Court of Fontaine, Marusa village? You seem confused. Haven't you heard of those places? Court of Fontaine, Melusine, Marusa village, Melusine. Ah, Erinnyes, passive home. Erinnyes, passive protect. Wait, you're saying that this is your home and you're protecting it? Passive. But don't the Melusines live in Marusa village? Yeah, it's kind of strange. Are some Melusine born elsewhere? Paimon can't see any others here though. Passive, do you live here alone? Alone? Melusine, that visitor, passive. That visitor? That visitor, the visitor is who? That visitor, Paimon Wonder. That visitor. So, is that visitor, who is that visitor exactly? Passive, you're trying to say that there's a visitor, that visitor is called the visitor, like Paimon is called Paimon, so just, oh, okay, so her name is Visitor. I was right, Paimon's always said that she's clever, hasn't she? It's an awesome name, Visitor. That visitor, passive, knowledge, kapow! Wait, what? You mean the visitor is helping you learn things? Passive, lots of language, wisdom, lots of. Paimon's not sure about lots of a bit, but I mean, I feel like, you know, the tail as well, by the way. I feel though as well that like, they're probably like, if they went from no language whatsoever to this point, that's still pretty impressive. Passive, that visitor, protect, kapow. And he helps you protect this place? Melusine, you help him protect this place? Passive. So that's it, but who's the visitor? Why does he need you to help protect this place anyway? And so many bad things happened here too. We saw the stone tablet and how someone had scratched out the inscription. And lots of the filth. Are there any enemies? Curious, Paimon, passive, but time not lots of. Key, square west, kapow. We'll be as quick as you can. Paimon, passive, wonder, passive. I love meeting the Melusines. Paimon gives 2 happy jumps and leaves in a bit of a hurry. It looks like we're really pressed for time, but we've already got 2 keys, so let's press on and get the 3rd. It's such an interesting quest to me already. Like, I adore... oh, it's already marked. Okay, great. I adore, like, the Melusines so much, and I adore, like, interacting with the world in this game as well. It's so fun as well. It's so fun. It's so fun to me. Yeah, interesting. I wonder what who the visitor is. I wonder what they mean by that. I wonder what they're trying to, like, tell us in this sense. This is a whole other area. It probably leads us back into... Wait, we can just literally go from here to here. Interesting. Wait, that's that area. Is that the lock? It is. We're going here anyway. Oh my god, can we break through the walls here? We need someone to break through the walls. Is there an enemy around here? Is there a big boy? There's only this guy, this guy over here. There's no... Oh, is that a big boy? What do you do? Oh, maybe. Very interesting. So yeah, like I was saying there, like, yeah, Mondstadt just is my home. It feels like my home. And when I first got there, it felt so special because I wasn't expecting like to have such a bustling town and all this stuff. And again, it was from my poor perception and, you know, judgment from the outside, which I never judge publicly. I would never like, you know, state it because it's like, again, I haven't played the game. I don't judge games like based on like, you can be like, oh, it doesn't look like a game I'd like to play. But I feel like, you know, once I insulted on like mechanics and stuff, I guess it's like, okay, but I haven't played it, so I can't say much. But yeah, all the stuff with Signora, Dvalin, meeting Venti, who was an amazing character. It was so fun, stealing the harp. Like, that stuff, like, was so enjoyable to me. Where does this go, by the way? Let's just swim through here. It was so enjoyable, so enjoyable. Meeting Amber, meeting Jean. Lisa was such a fantastic... Her Lisa's story quest was so fun as well. Jean's story quest was so fun as well. It was also, like, one of the times we were introduced to another part of the game as well. But again, I didn't know how deep it was going to get. But we not only did we meet like a bunch... Well, I actually need these guys for Erinnyes, I'll be honest with you guys. Not only did we meet a character like Kaya, we met a character like Diluc as well, which I didn't know, and we saw the Batman of Diluc as well, which is such... Oh, that was so fun as well. Like, there's so many fun missions that like are just like so striking in my mind at this stage. Did we get the items that they drop? Hopefully. But yeah, then we had the sneakiness of like the Abyss Order, and we got introduced to all this stuff. On I feel like a territory level, but I think like the Signora moment for me was when I was like, this is a different game than I thought it was going to be. And that feeling was going to persist throughout the entire game. Because it was going to keep surprising me to a point where I was going to be like, oh, this game is this. And then eventually like you're just like, oh, wait, what the hell? Oh, I thought he was like glitched for a second, but he's actually just like, okay. Let's feed Hu Tao a bit.
My guiding stars.
And then after that, we got to Liyue Harbor, and Liyue Harbor was a really like the first time I was very lucky to go there when the Lantern Rite happened. And of course I had to avoid a lot of stuff there when we got there. But like one of the things that like really like when I remember thinking of Liyue Harbor, I think of like just a really unbelievable great cast of characters, of course, and like such like a varied cast of characters. But you know, like we got to do the Xingqiu quest, you know, that we got to do, and you know, the Shangyong hangout and all this stuff that was really, really awesome as well. It was also when like I started to realize how like political and like even like how like deep, I guess, the kind of like I don't know if political is the right word for it. Is it? Is political the right word for it when I say like it's like there was like so many like negotiation talks, contract talks, and all this stuff. And I feel like, again, people from the outside probably don't even know that stuff is in it. Like, if people from the outside knew about Ningguang, I feel like I could sell the game on with just Ningguang. I could do that with a lot of characters, but I feel like, you know, for a lot of people who, like, think it's just like a, think it's just a gacha game with some silly characters or something like that, I could definitely sell them just by telling them about who Ningguang is and what her character is. And I could, here's the thing, because I think as well, like, the reason why I would choose Ningguang is because, like, it's just like, yeah, is there comedy moments in this game? Is Venti, like, a very funny, you know, drunken character? Yes, he is. Look how scary this looks from the underneath. Oh my god. Is Venti a funny drunk character, right, all the time? 110%. He is drunk all the time. 110%. But, and hear me out, is he hurt? Is he in pain? Emotionally, is he someone who, like, you want to end up protecting? Is it a story that you like find so interesting as you go forward? 110%. Is Diluc a brooding type who we all kind of looked at him kind of like, wow, he's very serious. He's you know, he's taking this very, very seriously, right? 100%. But is he also a character with a tragic past that, again, you once you delve deeper into it, like, you almost understand his feelings? Yes, 100%. And the reason I said Ningguang is because I feel like for people that, like, even at that point, they're like, well, like, anyone could do a tragic past and stuff. It's like, yeah, okay. But, like, what about a character who is, like, so elegant and so impressive that people, like, beg... Oh, we can't go this way? We have to literally just go over here. Oh, no, it's the other way, sorry. Where people will beg. People will, like, will clamor to even get a piece of information from this character. That's how and to even meet her, we had to do this we had to like work up to the point that she even wanted to see us. And at the same moment in that story, there's a character from an organization that's from the same organization as the one Signora was in. And Signora is a character who, like, we now know to be not very nice. And he's helping us. He's being nice to us. He's helping us out. You know, he saved us from getting caught, at least at first. Like, that's what, like, you know, our perception of it. And now he's like one of our best friends. He like helped us out. He helped us out, man. He saved us from getting caught by the guards. What if I told you in Liyue there's a conspiracy where you could have easily been blamed because you were an outsider coming into Liyue? You could have easily been blamed for the death of a god. What if I told you that? Like, again, I don't think anyone could even, like, perceive, like, the stuff that was going to be happening there. And then I feel like the moment on the dock with the Battle of Osisis, with Xiao and all this stuff, getting to meet Xiao, getting to meet all these characters, I really feel like that was another one of those moments. It was a really decisive moment for me where I remember legitimately just being mind blown by this thing. And it was one of the things that people were waiting for. It was like, yeah, we fought a dragon. That's incredible. And then it's like, we fought this water dragon and they dropped a freaking building on him. And not only that, there's a war where, like, all the characters come together and they fight against this thing. And, like, when you fall, Xiao catches you. Insane stuff. Just insane stuff. Why do we just search for the key here?
Go.
Is it underwater again? Maybe. Like, all these, like, things like change so much at that moment as well, by the way. Like, it really, like, once we, like, had, like, and not only that, okay, stop spoiling stuff. And not only that, there is a moment in that where Signora, you have just, like, a conversation with her when you realize this whole time that this man you've just been, like, having casual conversations with, Zhongli, is actually a god. And then these two characters who belong to the organization that, like, you perceive as bad. Yeah, there is stuff underwater, but how do we get here? Oh, it's fine underwater. Yeah. Yeah. These two people that are in an organization that now, like, is, you know, we now know is to be bad, or quote unquote bad. Oh wait, we can't. Maybe we have to get both sides here. I have to get the shield at the right time. How do we do this again? It's like, I know it's at the right time, but I've just forgotten how to do it. I've completely forgotten how to do that. Let's go back through here for a second. Yeah, like, the Battle of Osisis is incredible. But what about as well, that's the other key, isn't it? What about as well, like, you have that battle, incredible, it's amazing. But afterwards, you have a conversation with the god of that world, of the god of that region. And then you have a conversation, is another one of those things that we have to break up? Oh, maybe we aim it is probably what we have to do. You have a conversation with the, Can we destroy you? No, we need that specific power. You have a conversation with the god of that world. The young lad who basically just tried to, like, destroy the whole of Liyue Harbor. And there we go. The water seems calmer. So maybe we're actually doing this right. And it's a really unbelievably civil but tense conversation you have with him. And then you get to like spend time meeting all the rest of the characters. You're meeting gods, you're meeting yakshas. And I'm not even doing it justice, by the way. I want to make that clear. For anyone who's like wondering exactly like, you know, if I, like, and you guys understand what I'm saying. I'm trying to give like a tertiary opinion of this, I suppose. What do we do with this? Well, let's destroy the enemies first and see what that does. I actually need these items. But yeah, Liyue like was like very political. It was awesome to see. There was all these like really awesome like political stuff that was happening. Is this how do we do, can I get past this without actually like going through this? I don't think so. It won't let you. Interesting. Okay. And after that, like, and this is just me not being bad at puzzles. After that, like, of course, like, we went through Liyue. We did so much in Liyue. We did, like, you know, the quest with, and so many moments where we're just bawling our eyes out. The child story quest, the freaking, what am I looking at here? We can't just destroy these, no? I can't just destroy this. There's not. Oh, maybe we shoot it back at them? Oh, it is just literally getting close to them. Okay. I think so, anyway. Yeah, maybe. Oh, we have to grab it off them. Okay. Perfect. And is that coming down the wall? Oh my god, did it change? I almost don't want to change it. It looks so nice, but inside of it's damaging the area around it. Yeah. So we can just find the key here. And talk to Passive again. Whoa! There is a Vishap! It seems to be sleeping, we should be careful. How come there's no key? Has the... Oh my god, this camera angle. Has the altar already been activated? Has someone already taken the key? Oh no. Oh no, no, the Vishap worker better scoot. The Vishap while the altar shakes itself awake, his eyes full of anger. Hey, just swim to the shore as fast as you can, but it isn't giving up. That's such an interesting enemy to have here. What's happening? Oh, I was talking to someone up there.
Let me lead you.
Like, again, especially since we know like what the Vishaps are.
Higher, higher, dance on fire.
So cool, like a perfect boss to have here. Get him, Changyong.
Submit for judgment. Not now. No, my sword. See? The night is cold.
It's such a, like, Hu Tao's such a fun character to use. She really is. And like, even here now, like, I think like even the stun lock, the Vishap has no chance. Even though like we're like at low health now.
Time to go. Not now.
Like, I still think that we're doing like such a good job with Hu Tao. Like, look at this. The damage is really good, especially since the weapon's not even fully upgraded yet, but like she will even get better, and that's the thing. Right now I'm upgrading, like, oh, that's never a good sign. Melusine. Oh, wait, that's the visitor. Passive danger, Melusine. Oh, sorry, so sorry. Passive reach out to stroke the Vishap's head. And the furious beast obediently lies down and opens its mouth, coughs up glittering drop of water, and jumps back in the water. What? It's a key. The Vishap had in his mouth this time. How come he gave it up so willingly? Blue thing, good thing. Key protect. By blue thing, you mean Vishap? So again, seeing the world in a different way, that was a protector for this. Passive, you and the Vishap friends? Was it helping you look? Oh, that's a crazy. Again, I love the Melusines, but I love Passive so much. They have such like a they're like so in touch with this, with nature and all this stuff and the world, and wanting to protect the world. Of course, they'd want to protect something else that wants to protect the key. Purple thing steal key. Blue thing fainted. Oh, okay. Purple thing, who is that? So, okay, purple thing bad. Blue thing, Paimon wandering. Good thing. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Passive. I love the way they describe things. It's so like, yeah, it's basic, but it shows like an understanding of like, you know, like the basics of, I suppose, language and like words at least, you know? Okay, it all seems a bit odd. It does seem like you're praising us. Purple thing very bad. Erinnyes very melazine. You're saying that the purple thing is trending the island? Well, at least we have the keys. Paimon wonder, Passive, but key square west. Paimon doesn't, Paimon knows, don't worry, Passive. We're going to the square in the west now. Such an interesting thing. Like, again, I'm so glad Genshin is giving an example of why I love this game, why I'm talking about like all like, and before I say so, I want to say, of course when I'm talking about all the stuff in Genshin, of course it's not going to be like everything, like remembering everything we, like not remembering everything, but talking about everything we did, it would be crazy, but I'm just talking about like the journey, I suppose. Yeah, I love that. I love that the Melazine is friends with the freaking, wait, is it, where's the quest? Here it is? Oh, here it is. Within the depths of Erinnyes. I'm so glad that there is a, it's over there. Like, that's what goes to show that this is the type of stuff I would show people. It's like, oh yeah, you see these little Melazines? There's one in the forest called Passive, who befriends an ancient, like, primordial beast that we think we have to kill. Like, that's the stuff that's so interesting to me. It's so cool. And of course, like, Leeway, again, like I said, politically, made me feel like it was like, okay, this is like a game I can, like, you can sink your teeth into. This game has, like, more teeth than we even imagined, like, in terms of, like it's, the other aspects of stories, like the political side of things and all this stuff. And I was, like, so impressed. And we got to do the final act. We got to do Chad's story quest, Xiao's story quest. Even, like, a quest that, like, I really enjoyed doing that was part of Leeway was, like, you know, going through the chasm. But I think as well it was, like, wait, here? Perilous Trail as well, you know? But that was after Inazuma as well, obviously. But yeah, Leeway was so impressive as well. So impressive. With so many amazing characters as well. And we still go back, we still talk about, like, we're using a character from Leeway, like Hu Tao, who had such a fun story too. Really, really great story quest, really all this stuff. So is this center around here that we have to go to? Okay. Interesting. Yeah, so like, just, I guess, like, not putting a cap in Leeway, but like, you know, we got to meet Child. We started off, you know, around that time to do the card game. I actually think that that's like when, because I got wrong and said Chiori was on the banner, but I believe that like Chiori was like not the first person on the banner at all. I thought she was for some reason, but I think, I don't know why I thought she was at that stage. I think just in my mind, I thought she was. Not sure why in my head I thought it was Chiori on the banner first. I don't know why I made that like specific mistake. Because I know that like I think I got mixed up in thinking that Chiori was, because it was Chiori and Ito were on a banner, and that was one of the first that was a trial I did. And maybe it was one of the first trials that I ever did. I'm not sure. But yeah, we you know, we got to meet all these new characters. We conquered Dragonspine in that moment as well. Like, we went back and forth still trying to, you know, figure out, I guess, like, what we were doing with this game. And, like, you know, even after that, we, like, had our first Dainslift quest as well, which is also, like, pretty sick. Pretty sick to think about also. Here we go. I guess this is, like, the next part. Like, and we're right here in the middle of, like, in the middle of Fontaine. Key statue, passive. Sorry, I was going to say, I thought they were going to say passive because I've been saying passive this whole time. Do you mean that we need to put the keys in the statue? Well, that sounds about right. 3 keys, 3 statues. With this lion, let's give it a try. What happens after you place the keys? Door opens. Open door. Door where? What's behind the door? Root. Erinnyes. Wait, what? A door to the root of Erinnyes? You know so much, Passive. Passive, protect. What else do we have to know? Huh? You know, like information. The more the merrier. The more we know, the more confident we'll be. Information, passive, information a lot. Erinnyes, information, lots of. There we go, lots of information. Information, water vein, lots. There you go, it's lots of information. Lots of water veins, right. Water vein, visitor, lots of. There we go, it makes sense. From visitor, lots of. Wait, Paimon doesn't get it. Where do all these visitors come from? Are you telling Paimon that the visitor knows how to create the mirror images of themselves? Melazine. Water vein, visitor taste. Evil visitor sense. Tasting the evil in the water vein? What kind of flavor is that? The visitor can sense the information through the water veins. Okay, we're kind of getting through this. Yeah, okay. Passive. Willow, collect, fog, handle, spring, send. Root, water, vein, center. So Erinnyes is the center of information? What? Are you saying the Erinnyes is the visitor's information system? And the visitor can sense something bad? Smart, Paimon. Smart, wonder. Passive. Gosh, who is this visitor named Visitor? Fontaine, visitor, protect. But visitor very busy. Purple thing, sneaking toward root, the root. Purple thing, secretly destroying the root. Passive, peek. Passive, secretly scratch the stone tablet. So you're the one that moved the writing from the stone tablet? Was it to stop the purple thing? Passive, but purple thing kept going towards the root. Purple thing very powerful. Purple thing found another way? Passive. Looks like the purple thing is a tough customer. If the root is destroyed, then the information system will fail to function, and the visitor's senses will be affected. Passive, duty, passive, protect. All the little dads, they do the Melody dance. Wonder, kapow, Paimon, kapow. Somebody wants us to protect it. Well, we can't anymore. We need to kapow now. All right, passive, open the door. Yeah, I'm up for it. I'm up for helping. I'm up for helping, no problem. No problem whatsoever. Here we go. Let's put the with scratch shall be mere clear dew sings in a foggy forest path. So you place here. This is so interesting to me. Place again. Like, what are we gonna find with this? We're about like I didn't expect to even like have anything to do with this fountain. Are you kidding me? Like what? What? Like what are we awakening here? Genuinely, I'm terrified. Paimon never expected to be such an interesting device under this fountain. I'm another underground area. Holy hell. Oh my god. This is terrifying. What do you guys know about the purple thing? Look at this. It's beautiful though. Purple thing very scary. Passive go near scared. So purple thing. We only know like amazing purple things in this game. Purple thing, blue thing, fight. So maybe the Vishap wasn't the blue thing? Oh no, the Vishap, yes. Vishap was fighting the, yeah, okay, the purple thing. Passive, but purple thing very scary. Blue thing lost lots of, so the Vishap was losing a lot of the fights. Oh, I'm sorry. But don't worry, Wander's very powerful too. Wander's taken down just about everything before. That's very nice of you, Paimon, to say. Thank you. We try our best. We definitely try our best. This is the most fun ability, by the way. This is such an interesting quest. I didn't expect to be going underground again to like a route of like information. Like underground is like a big thing in Genshin. It's always been a big thing in Genshin. Going underground means like more lore, means more terrifying things. It means fear. It means everything's terrifying. Holy F. What the hell? We're finally here. That's a whole lot of funky stuff. Paimon doesn't see anyone around, but she's getting familiar feeling. Evil's gotta be lurking nearby, yeah. Willow root. Are these the roots of the great tree from earlier? Paimon gets it now. That's why the great tree looks so sickly. The roots have been corrupted. Root, Melazine. Wanna let you know about this filth. Paimon reckons they're corrupting the roots. Hold on a second though. Paimon's saying as well, though, like it's such an interesting way of putting it. Paimon has seen so much stuff at this point that she can sense evil from a place. And there are, in fairness, there are these freaking rift hounds around the place. Root consuming too. What the hell?
Rain outlines your fate.
Is happening. This has been such a crazy mission, just like, cause it started off as just I thought we were gonna do like a few fun things with them, but now I'm getting the feeling that like, it's a lot deeper again than I thought it was going to be. Which is perfect for this episode when we're reminiscing about the past of Genshin. To be like, this game is a lot deeper than I thought. And that's the essence. If I had to describe Genshin in one sentence, this game is deeper than I thought. Holy F.
Rain cutter. Higher, hands up, fire.
Juggling him now as well. Hu Tao's like motion in her moveset is one of the most fun things in the world. It's so fun. Interact. So we're gonna do this now again. Get his shield as well. Thank you so much, Layla. Layla, thank you so much. We love you. We're not getting the shield in this time though. There we go. Run! Run, Layla! Run, Layla! Don't let him get you! Okay, we got that. So sick. This whole thing is so sick. It's so fun. Oh, they're adding more as well. But this is, we should get rid of the Rift Hounds. Oh, this pollution's impossible to clear up. We can keep trying. I love Paimon's angry face. Passive kapow. Passive touches your stomach with her hand and you feel a warmth come from her palm. You feel like something in you has enhanced. Passive tired. Oh, it's okay. Okay, take a rest. What did you do? You have that power? Let's get rid of these Rift Hounds first, of course. Oh, see, Rift Hounds thought it was just gonna be a fun little game for everybody. That's not how this works. It's not the world we live in anymore.
Not now.
Okay, and now we have to go and I might activate the shield first and then do the interaction again. You know what I mean? So we can just start like working on this now. The music's so good as well. Fontaine music, man. Fontaine music. Oh, wait, no, we have it. No, we have to get to, oh my god, it's only bit by bit. We have to eat, we have to eat. Because I don't have a healer on this team, because usually I just, well, I do like, with, I guess with like a little bit of, what Xing Shou can do, but like intentionally so I don't have like a big healer on the team that does like big healing. You know what I mean? Like intentionally so I decided against that.
The night is cold.
The night is cold, she's right. This is so fun though. This is such a fun mission. So this is the purple thing and the freaking Vishap tried to fight against this? Where's the other one? There's one more. So freaking fun. So fun. Fine, it's all gone. Paimon knew that you had such a marvelous ability, Passive. Now wait, something's lit up on the ground. What the hell? No, 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 what is that? Our Rift are charging out. Purple thing. Don't worry, Passive, we'll protect you. Where are you going, Passive? Stop, the place is dangerous. Where's Passive going? Oh my god.
My guiding stars. Rain outlines your time to go.
That when that symbol showed up on the ground, I thought we were getting taken. I thought it was over. I thought something terrible. Like I was like, oh my god. But even like Rift Hounds coming out was terrible. Like Rift Hounds went from being like, oh, they're kind of like cool enemies. Oh, sorry, Layla, that's my bad. But I guess the shield didn't activate in time. That's my bad though. Oh my god, I thought I could activate the shield, but it was still in cooldown mode. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, it's not fine. It is not fine. We have a two-person team, basically. Shanyun, that's not an offensive thing to you. I need you to understand this. That's not me trying to be mean. It's just that you're here. You literally know you're on this trip for moral support, and you're the best moral support anyone can ask for. You're amazing. Oh my god, yeah, we have to be very careful here. No.
Rain outlines your fate. Rain cutter.
Witness the power of Gua. I don't think we can heal her anymore than she already has. Oh, we can't. So we're gonna have to be very precise with this. There's probably gonna be a big Rift Town coming out now. Yep. Oh my god. See, that's the thing. That's why having a healer, I think, is actually a good thing on this team. But like, luckily, C6 Xing Shou is incredible. You know what I mean? Luckily, like, this is like Oh, there's gonna be another big one coming out now.
No longer hold back.
Right? Oh my freaking god! We have nothing! We have nothing! Wait, the Vishap's helping out? Oh my god, that's so sick! That is so sick!
Witness the power of Gugwa.
That is one of the sickest things. Ah, go! We have like 17 seconds before we can bring back Hu Tao. We have 17 seconds. We gotta survive until then. But that's so cool, the Vishap fighting alongside a Vishap. Oh my god. No, stop attacking, you beasts. Wait, no, that's 4 seconds, 4 seconds, 4 seconds. And we gotta heal Hu Tao right away with food. Okay. Let's heal Hu Tao right away with any food we can get. Oh boy.
No, my sword. May my final stand.
Oh, we don't even have her ability yet. There we go. Even if she falls here, we still do like a bit of damage.
Quit it. Ring cutter.
Yeah, she was gonna fall again. Of course she was. Again, this is why having like I think like I said, like a designated healer is a good thing. I took the healer off the team just because I thought, like, you know, and it's good advice by you, but I also have to be eating food, by the way, because I like, again, you know, when people are like, yeah, too full, we might have to do this whole battle again. That's fine. We can do this. We can do this. We can do this. This isn't this one. We haven't died in a while. Revive. We haven't died in a long time. Let's heal up beforehand. Yeah, and by the way, I still believe people are right when they're saying like Zing Shou's healing is still good. It's just that I failed by not eating as much, and I should have had more there. And I think that like it's also a tough enemy to fight. You know, all those Rift Towns. But I think it's gonna be way easier now. I think it's gonna be way easier now, especially since we have Layla's Shield. Look at the Vishap there. Wait, they're letting us load from here? What? That's too generous, game. Make me start from the start. Teach me a lesson. Leave that Vishap alone. Honestly. Oh no, I was wondering, you were bullying me earlier. I'm just kind of confused now. You know, you're all like dancing, you know, because you're getting hit by a spear. And I was just wondering, like what happened? No, it's just, sorry, it's just my confusion. You were like really mean to me. And now look at you. Oh, look, you're frozen? Oh, but like, I thought you guys were like the best. I thought you guys were like legit like the best in the world at what you did. Oh, I'm so confused. It's because you Rift Towns, you were doing such a good job. You're like, oh, we're the bullies. We're the bullies in town now. We're gonna bully everyone. We're bullying the Vishap. We're bullying like the lovely Hu Tao. Oh, look, now you're going over here. I thought you were good at close combat, coming in close to me. I'm kind of confused at what happened. Me being arrogant. By the way, it's fake arrogance. It's a joke. But like when we just got our arse handed to us. But in fairness though, we did like, you know, we definitely weren't as prepared for like these battles. These World Quest battles are usually insane. Oh, I wouldn't leave this one Vishap on its own. Vishap, no, Rift Town, I mean. Phew, finally under control. We sure kicked the Rift Town nest, huh? How are you doing? I can do this all day. I'm sure that wasn't just you boasting. It looks like the roots are recovering. Guess that means the problem here is that it has been cleared up, right? What happened just then? A Vishap turned up to help and a passive disappeared. Hey, Vishap, are you there? Can you hear Paimon? Looks like she really disappeared. She's got plenty of secrets for sure. She's such a mysterious Melazine. Paimon knows she didn't want any reward, but it still seems odd to just leave like that. Why? It's as if you had a favorite food and then one day the food looks at you and says, guess we're through. That would be upsetting. Although, so what are we saying here? So she just left. But like, I know she left, but like, are we just not going to go after her? That was one of those times where like, wait, she just left? Would I have to look back in the message to see if I was like seeing things? She didn't just like hide away somewhere? That would be upsetting, yes. Well, it seems the same kind of feeling, you know? But why Passive was injured? She seems exhausted. Exactly. I would like to look for her. Yeah, for sure. Right, you're right, Paimon. Paimon thinks we can do that just in case she might be in danger and all. Wait, what's wrong? Oh, God. What's happening now? What is this game doing now? Just as you're out to look for Passive, no. The water flooded in the caves? The caves flooded? Why is this water rising all of a sudden? Was it because the trouble has been... What the hell? Yeah, what happened to Passive? That's kind of nuts. What? Are we just leaving them behind? But they must have gotten out. There's no way in hell they didn't get out. They better have gotten out. Oh, this is where we entered. Remember we were last time, yeah. Where the key was. No, they better. I'm sorry, they better have gone out. They better have gone out. They were so sweet. They were so nice. Wait, what's this reveal? It's changed completely. Oh, it's a healing. It's actually so pretty. We didn't get the chance to look for her. Don't worry, I'm sure she can swim. But look, what a great tree. It's gorgeous. Yeah, I just hope they got out of there for sure. Oh my God, it's stunning. It's recovered. It's so pretty. It's what it looked like before. Passive will be happy. She's it, won't she? Yeah, I hope she gets to see like the change that has happened, the protection. Because she protected because she brought us in. For sure. There she is. Passive as you wonder with all the chests as well. We're more happy to see you than the rewards. Much more happy. Passive, great. Where did you go? We were so worried. Disappeared, Passive. Oh my God, look at her. A box. Passive. What? A treasure chest? You want to look for treasure chests? With shiny round melusine. You didn't find any more. That's fine. The chest is more than enough. Oh my God. You remember that Paimon told you? You're going to make Paimon cry. No. I remember all the way back then, Paimon was looking for treasure, right? No way. That is more heartbreaking and sweet than like so many things that have happened in Genshin. She remembered Paimon talking about oh my God, thank you. Thank you, it means Passive. Oh my God, they went looking for treasure after we helped. That is a sweet, oh my God. No, I'm sorry, that is like, they're the sweetest little creature ever. Thank you, Wonder, thank you. Paimon, good thing, Wonder, good thing, you're a good thing, Passive, good thing. Oh my God, that is the sweetest thing. Wonder we should come see Passive often when we have time and teach her more words like the visitor did. Passive. What do you think, Passive? Can we come back and play with you? Where'd she go? Passive disappeared. What the hell? I've never seen Melusine like her. Rather, she doesn't behave like Melusine. She's more like a wild fairy. I mean, that's why she can spy in the purple thing quietly. Hey, Passive, goodbye. If we meet again, we'll teach you how to say goodbye properly. No way. And that's it. That is the mission. I'm glad that we got to do this. This was on my list from the first second we got this, but I guess we're going to collect all this stuff too. Oh my God.
Maybe it'll spring back to life.
I'm sorry, but like, there's so many sweet things that happen in these games. There's so many amazing, beautiful things that happen in these games. What do we get? Meet a mysterious fairy in Erinnyes. The Melusine was the fairy? Is that what they're saying? This place is gorgeous. Like, look what's happened. I love when we can see direct change, and this change will be here forever in this game. Look at that. The music. Stunning. I'm never going to get over the fact that they went off to find treasure because Paimon asked for treasure. That is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life. And it shows up on the map as well. Look. Look at this on the map. It shows up on the map. As blue. And it's weeping because of the blue. Oh my God, this game. This game needs to be in the Hall of Fame of games or something. Like I am so enamored and amazed by all the stuff they're able to do here. Such cool stuff. Really. We might head over here just as, because we're actually heading over here. And we'll follow the path because we're going to keep exploring this place for a bit as well. The video ain't over yet. A really interesting mission, by the way, if you can talk about it as we're going. A really interesting character. And like, again, I don't exactly understand what was happening, like, in totality there. But I feel as though there is some stuff that we can definitely, like, converse about and try to understand. It's first of all, such a beautiful story with such a beautiful, lovely character. This place is gorgeous. It's just absolutely stunning. Like, it's so freaking pretty. Holy hell. Like, and we just see this. Yeah, but like the idea of like a fairy is so, like, to me, like, ill-defined, and like, you know, it's not really defined also like by the same way every single time we play this game. I feel like it's different every single time someone talks about a fairy in a way. I don't think we've actually like seen in the living flesh what a fairy is in this game, right? At least not for me anyway. It seems that, like, so freaking gorgeous. Yeah, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. It seems that for my money that passive might be like more powerful than we thought. Like for like to be able to like disappear and like reappear like that, like that has to be like pretty freaking, you know, it's impressive. It's so impressive. But not only that, like being able to communicate with a Vishap as well is also something that is like crazy to me. Like something that I wouldn't even like think that you'd be able to do, because we haven't been able to do it, of course. Like, yeah, they can just disappear in like one go as well, which is also really, really crazy. We've always like dealt with the idea of like
outlines your fate.
The idea of like trees and things like this holding information and curing roots. Well, we did it in Inazuma, right? In a way, we did it in Sumeru as well. And this time we did it here too. There definitely is some kind of like influence from the Abyss as well, I feel like. There seems to be some like Abyss influence at the very least. Now whether it's like not the true Abyss or the actual Abyss like we saw before, where we thought it was the Abyss and then it wasn't the Abyss, we'll have to see. I'm not sure. But it's still very terrifying seeing those symbols and seeing more of like the Vishaps and the Rift Towns and stuff like this. It's always a very terrifying prospect, dealing with primordial stuff. So when you boot back up the game, there are some Vishaps over here, but they don't attack you at all, which is so interesting. Now, the reason why I'm recording this again is because I feel like for passive, I really didn't understand passive, not as nearly as much as I probably could have. And I think a lot of it is like one of those things where like sometimes you make mistakes, and I definitely did. I feel like I let Neuvillette and Passive down. Because Neuvillette is the type of person who would like want me to look past maybe like kind of like the basic language that Passive is using. And I feel like while I like saw it to be very sweet, and I was like, okay, like it definitely has something to do with like the primordial stuff. It definitely has something to do with like, you know, with the Vishaps. I feel like I kind of like didn't like, you know, listen to a lot of like, I saw like, you know, some parts, but I didn't decipher what Passive was trying to say in a lot of ways. Now, luckily, afterwards, I talked about like all the stuff I did know, and actually I got to have a conversation with like actually some patrons who actually were like, you know, gave a very much spoiler-free like kind of like hints and stuff, I guess, like to point towards different things. And I actually think that's actually a really good idea for me to go back and talk about all this stuff and actually like, you know, think about stuff and also stuff I thought about in the meantime as well. The first thing is when I look back on the editing, I'm like, there's so many things like, you know, when you pick up and you're like, okay, I should have picked up on that. I should have picked up on that. And one of the things that I really was like, okay, the tail is like a Vishap's tail that they had, that Passive had. Not only that, but Passive mentions the blue visitor. Not the blue visitor, but the visitor, and I guess the blue Vishap was what they're called before, but the visitor is very busy. Now we know that, of course, like Neuvillette is very busy, but apparently like in a different language, like the name visitor means Neuvillette, or like, or I don't want to even like butcher that because apparently that's what it means. And apparently it could be Neuvillette, which is so sick. That's such a sick, and it would make sense that Neuvillette would be visiting, but they're busy with Passive. Now, passive backwards is Vishap. And I was like, how did passive disappear? Like passive, in my previous discussion, I was like, passive disappeared. How could passive disappear so fast? Were they the Vishap that was helping us then? Or were they a Vishap just in general? Because now these Vishaps seems to be very friendly with us as well. Like, that's something that I was like, okay, there's something definitely there, right? There's something definitely there with that. So I was not kind of like, while again, I'm probably kicking myself too much saying like I didn't really give them the benefit of the doubt, because it wasn't that I was like, oh, they're just like being really sweet and cute, because I did like try to like look into like what they were saying, but I feel like that stuff I definitely missed. And I think Nouvellette would be very upset with me like for not reading between the lines and trying my best to understand them as best as I could. It was best as I could at the time, but I never want to like let down the Mezzalines, because they've been so sweet to me and are such sweet individuals as well. So I kind of feel like I was kicking myself a bit with that, but it's okay. It's okay. So yeah, the visitor could be Nouvellette, but not only that, they could be a Vishap. They themselves could be a Vishap. And we know it has like some primordial ties and some like abyssal ties, so that would make perfect sense as well. But this is also really interesting things. I wonder, like, now has Passive told these Vishaps maybe the Vishaps have come back because we cured this place, and that's why they're like returning, and they're not attacking us because they knew that we helped cure this place. And I wonder if that's the case. If that's the case, that's absolutely incredible. That's absolutely freaking incredible. Yeah, I just thought it'd be really cool to talk about that as well. Because it clearly has some abyssal like ties. Obviously, I'm not going to understand everything, but I just like was kicking myself a little bit because I'm like, oh my god, like some of those lines that I would usually read so much into, I didn't read into, and I felt bad for Passive because again, they were so sweet. And just before I go as well, I think I want to kind of like reiterate the stuff that I was like saying in the video, because I feel like there was like some stuff that was confusing me. Obviously, still does confuse me. I'm not going to know everything so far. So like what we kind of know from that mission is that it is another thing that's connected to the trees in Genshin. There's another thing with the trees. The trees like have been like a big thing across all of, like, even in the distance, we see it in Sumeru there in the desert. It is everywhere. It's such a big influence in the game as well. I have a few things that I wrote down here from, sometimes that's in my video anyway, but like we'll reiterate it, I suppose, I guess, as well. Like, it's fun to do this as well, especially like with sometimes I've done it before as well. Yeah, like the disappearing seems to have been answered for me, because at first I was like how are they able to do this? How, like what is if it is the thing where they are a Vishap, that's pretty freaking crazy. That's a pretty crazy reveal. It's pretty awesome. And like the abyss influence is something that's really interesting to me as well. The idea like the abyss is like still doing something behind the scenes, or still like working through something. And again, it might not be the abyss, because with Jacob wasn't part of the abyss order, but he was still using abyssal power. So like it could be something like that as well. We don't know exactly what that is in the end too. As well, I suppose like another thing we can say is, like I said as well, like the idea that like, in the video I said that fairies can like we haven't really like the idea of a fairy to me is so like not like, I feel like we've heard the name, like the idea of fairies before, the idea of a fairy. But here's like, I wonder if like a fairy could be defined differently in different places. Like here it's defined differently, and in other places defined differently as well. I wonder as well if that's the way things work. But yeah, I'm super interested to see what's going to be happening with the tree roots, what's going to be happening in future places with trees, and also with the abyss also too. I wonder if there's any more communication with Passive going forward also. It would make sense that these Vishaps over here are nice to us now, because they're like, hey, look, like, we know that you've done a good thing for us. So that could be a thing as well. I wonder, yeah, like there's lots of stuff I'm still not fully there with, but I do think that this story was very beautiful. I thought the ending was really cute as well. With she brought back all this treasure for Paimon too, and then disappeared. Yeah, and it would make sense why they were able to swim out of there too, right? I guess they just disappeared or swim out of there. Maybe they just turned into a Vishap. Who knows? Very interesting, but yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the mission quite a bit. And back to me, I guess, reminiscing in the next part of the video. Holy crap, the mountain in the distance as well. Holy crap. I feel so lucky to play this game. To continue on our conversation from before, just to finish up talking about Liyue, I suppose, is the way I'm going to be doing it. But, we got to meet Xiao. We got to meet so many amazing characters there. And we actually, I started reacting to events at that point too, which was actually a big thing for me as well. because that became something we do all the time now. We reacted to Unreconciled Stars, which is where we met Vaughn. But we're not going to go through every detail of every place. I just want to like talk about like my feelings on Genshin so far and like what and like, you know, kind of reminisce about some stuff at the playthrough. That's not over yet. For sure. Heading down towards the court, and we're going to go back up the other way. But yeah, Liyue was fantastic. It really like, I really felt that political nature of it, and also like it came into that realm of like even more like gray areas, right? We were standing in a room in a very like tense but oh my god, the tree got blown over. Like a tense but peaceful manner with two harbingers. It was very, very interesting. Such an interesting place. And then Zhongli's, and then learning more about the gods and the Adepti during Liyue was so fantastic too. And not only just like, you know, like the way their take on gods in Genshin is my favorite take in a video game. And it's because they're not like they are these all-powerful beings, but you sometimes even forget they are all-powerful beings because they don't go around just like flaunting their stuff all the time for the most part. They actually like, let's get rid of these guys. I would say like the way they do it is like they're actually like, you know, regular people, not regular people, but they're people with emotions, they're gods with emotions that just happen to be gods as well. Holy crap, look at that. Whereabouts is that now that's pointing towards? Is that where we were before? Don't think so. This world is incredible. This whole game is incredible with this stuff. Yeah, they fell off the cliff and they're on the cliff. It's going to take a bit of, okay, we'll get them for the, I need some chests. I need something to upgrade my 5-star, my 5-star artifacts. But yeah, Liyue was that. It was like, okay, we're getting into like political stuff. We're getting into like, you know, contracts and things like that. It was such an interesting thing to me, and I actually like was so grateful to be able to do it because that's the type of stories I really love. We obviously went to Inazuma after that. And Inazuma, I think for a lot of people is it was controversial because before I even got there, people were telling me about the pacing and stuff like this, which like I hope people know. It's not because I'm disregarding people's opinions. Before I go to a place, I go in with like no expectations. I don't start on a high or a low. I just go, look, whatever it is, we'll judge it for what it is and not what it isn't. And that's the way I look at it. That's the way I've always gone about playing any region in this game. We go in with our own feelings about it. So I kind of like, you know, kind of just like, okay, like, yeah, that's how people feel, but let's see how I feel towards the end. And I love Inazuma. Like, if you ask me to play through Inazuma again tomorrow, I'd love to do it tomorrow. Kind of like a feudal Japan, I guess, style place. But I guess like when we went through Inazuma, we like started seeing some like an uptake in like some crazy world quests. The Hanashirizato world quest, for example, was incredible. And that was just a big example of a world quest that was absolutely stunning. It was so stunning. And then like all the like and then we also got into the idea of all the rebellions and stuff, which is so cool. Like if we're getting political like and stuff like that with Liyue and all that, and we're talking about Liyue, the idea of like gods like being real people, they feel like real people, they have their own emotions and all this. Just like with Venti as well, you know, you could use Venti as an example of that too, but I really feel like with Zhongli, he showed off how like even the most serious of gods are kind of like, yeah, I don't want to do this forever. I really don't. And that was such a cool thing. The rebellion in Inazuma was such an interesting concept to me because you're talking about like a very real thing, right? This is a real thing that like countries have to go through. This is a real thing that people have to go through. The idea of like having to like fight for one's freedom, fight for one's country, and that's what it was. It was Kokomi on side with the rebellion, like Goru and even like Kazuha as well, who was fighting for like, you know, at least not even like the rebellion itself, but fighting for the idea of justice in this world too. The Raiden Shogun had created that decree. That still, I don't care, is such an interesting concept as well. It really is. And of course, that's where like we met Vaughn in the flesh for the first time, I suppose. There's another enemy there here, okay. For the first time, which is really neat. And like the characters in Genshin are so strong, and that just goes to show you like in Inazuma as well how strong those characters were. Yaemiko, who's like still one of my favorite characters ever. We met Kazuha, who like is still such a stunning character with such a stunning story quest. And the story quests in the game like are always just so stunning as well. They really are. I have such a good time doing those story quests. That's like Poisson. but it's like a boat itself, yeah. And like the way that they did like the Inazuma storyline, I actually did quite like it. And I understand as well, like, you know, they had to add like a story quest in between because they felt like it was too short. Yeah, that's like probably true. You know, that is definitely probably true. But the pacing didn't really bother me too much because I felt like I could honestly like put myself in the headspace of like a rebellion that's happening and a war that could take off at any second would take off at any second. It really would. But Inazuma was such a beautiful place as well. And I think we spent, I'd say out of any place, like Sumeru was where we spent the most time, but Inazuma like was like when I was like, oh, okay, like we're like settling in to like a location, you know what I mean? Because even though it was like small, it was like, it wasn't small, it was small but dense, right? Because it had a load of places and a load of islands. And like I said, the world quests were so impressive. They were so impressive. The likes of the Rue quest and the Shirasato quest. Like some of these quests were like freaking incredible. They really were. And I think like as well, like I always liked the idea of world quests, right? We always did world quests. But I feel like that was when I started getting like requests as well, where people were like, oh, you should try out this world quest, you should do this world quest, it's so fun, it's so fun. And it definitely was. There were some of those world quests were so great. We also got to go to Enka as well, Enkanomiya, which while we already like went to the chasm at that point, which was a really impressive place, Enkanomiya was like one of those things that like I really feel like, even though we knew the lore of Genshin was deep, I feel like that was like one of the first times that was like a solidifying moment where it was like, this game is terrifying, right? This game is not what we see on the surface all the time. It's not even what we see below the surface. There's so many little details that we're going to be learning. You know, it was a similar thing, like, you know, you could say the We Were Reunited quest was a similar thing too. But I feel like also at the same time, like that's like, it wasn't as deep as we got as we're going on. We get deeper and deeper every single quest. And Genshin's so good at that. Look at recently, we just had the Skirk moment where Skirk showed up. And Skirk shows up and gives us another little information, answers a few questions, and then gives us 20,000 more questions. And that's what I love about Genshin so much. We get all these different questions. We get answers to the questions we had, and then they will ask us more questions to keep us totally intrigued. And it keeps the conversation going, I bet, as well. Because while I'm not having the conversations all the time with people about like upcoming stuff, I get literally like anyone who hears me talk about theories and stuff like that. The unfortunate thing is, and it is an unfortunate thing, but it obviously won't be forever. But it's fun, I say, as well, for you guys too, maybe. The idea of like how I just have to give theories, and even if they're wrong, there's nothing I can do. There's nothing you guys can do because you have to like just be like, okay, but we can't just tell Calvin what if his theory is wrong or right. That'd be very silly. And I agree, that would be silly. But yeah, I loved Inazuma. I really loved Inazuma, just like I loved the first two regions as well. And it felt so different. And like they actually did a good job. Just like in Mondstadt, it did feel very free. It felt like, oh, like this is the start of an RPG. This is like when things like really do feel very free, right? And they did a fantastic job with that. When you go to Liyue, you feel like you were embroiled in like, it's like, remember there was like meetings and there was like different like, you know, secrets like the child to bring us around the place. It really became like almost like a little spy movie in a way. The way we had to act in Liyue. It was very different. It was like handshakes and backdoor shady deals and stuff like this. It was a lot of that stuff. And then in Inazuma, it did feel restrictive. If you remember, we even said this, like it felt like that, like we were constantly like under like scrutiny. It felt like we were constantly had to be worried about what we might do. It was really like that. And they did such a good job with that. And then we got to go to, we did the Perilous Trail, which was fantastic. So fantastic. Again, I'm not going to name every mission when I'm doing this. I just want to talk about like my overview, I guess, of a lot of stuff. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Is it right then to like put that here? But yeah, Sumeru was no, we didn't do it in the right order. I hit that one first. Sumeru was like, yeah, yet another place where I was like, okay. Like, because we already interacted with so many amazing stories. And then Sumeru is where we got to meet Kale. And then I think that's when I started to like, you know, really feel as though like the world quests were like becoming like these like masterpieces, right? Like, because like they were amazing before, but then it was like, holy hell, these world quests are like, you know, the R&R quest, for example, is one of the most impressive quests I ever got to be a part of. It was too close. We got this. It was too, yeah. And like I'd put like say Hanashi Shirasato, that quest, up with any world quest. I really would. But the R&R quest is a saga that had me bawling my eyes out at the end. And the Sumeru crew, the Kruburu, right? I really feel like everyone was so connected in that world. I really feel like in Sumeru, every character really had like a like not just like, because every character already had a purpose, but they had like this thing where like it really felt like everyone like had like friends and family, and you could see them in motion, right? You could see them in motion doing their thing, because it wasn't this thing where like in Inazuma they couldn't because it was rebellion. Like you could see sometimes in motion, like some people eating together, like Toma was eating with you know, some characters and things like that, and Ayaka would take us on to a festival and stuff like that, of course. But it was so cool just seeing like downtimes for some characters, like seeing Layla, you know, go to college was such an interesting thing. Oh, it wasn't close enough. It was not close enough. I'm so bad at this, man. You could see Layla going to college and stuff like this. Was so good. And such a beautiful place in general, right? Such a beautiful place. But but Sumeru is like way bigger than, like, I know this sounds weird to say. It's way bigger than even I thought it would be. Like, the map is gigantic. The map is gigantic. Is that enough? Maybe a little bit to here? Here? The map is gigantic. There we go. Nice with the little tune as well. But
suddenly I don't feel so tired.
heck yeah, Layla. Looking at the map here with Sumeru, I just want to show it here for a second. This is what I mean. Even though it's like, oh, this map is gigantic, which it is. That's not this, sorry, this over here. Over here, and this is gigantic. When I first got to the desert, I was like, oh, I didn't even know there was a desert. It's like, oh, I didn't know there was this. I didn't know there was this. It's massive. We still haven't even gone over here. Like, I need you guys to understand, this world is gigantic. Unless that's like Natlan. If that's Natlan, yeah. It's ginormous. And then, on a serious note, they bring in the idea of prejudice. They bring in the idea of, like, subjugation. Like, this game brings in new ideals every time, whether it be, like, you know, the contracts and the political nature of the freedom and the freedom from pain in Mondstadt, or the rebellion in Inazuma. And in Sumeru, we were bringing in the idea of prejudice, the idea of, like, love, the idea of, like, a lack of love for people and creatures. The idea of, like, people being controlled and people having to, like, you know, fight back against that control in a way that's different from Inazuma, because Inazuma was fighting back obviously against the decree, and this it was like literally controlling people's minds. And then Dotary is, oh my god, Dotary. Yeah, Sumeru was a fantastic place. And I think when it came to Sumeru as well, it had like some, what the frick is this? Hey! Just another really gorgeous place that we got to be in. With some gorgeous characters. And like Kaveh being like the prettiest man who ever freaking lived. So pretty. Is this gonna poison me? Maybe? Okay, cool. Oh. What's this? What did we find? What the hell? Where are we on the map? Right, okay.
Oh, glad I saw this. I almost didn't even notice it.
And also so interesting with, like we said, the portrayal of gods, right? The way that originally... Oh my god, we're literally went into a secret passage! Oh my god, what a beautiful thing to come out and see the night sky. And we're back here at the willow tree. But I really feel like, you know, that like Nahida as well, another great portrayal of a god, right? The idea of like that a god can be in hiding for so long because they've been like, can you imagine telling a god, like trying to erase a god from people's minds? Insane. With, then we went to Fontaine, of course. And here we are now in Fontaine, which I absolutely adore. It's one of my favorite places I think I've ever been in any video game. Just a glorious place. It feels very modern at times, but also it's just a really gorgeous like tone with like music. The battle music is probably my favorite in the game. We got to do like some amazing stuff and like explore new, like again, every time you go to a new region, get to explore a new world, get to see new trees, new animals, sometimes new enemies as well, like when you get to see different regions. And I feel like once again they explored a different thing when it came to the Archons, when it came to that I loved as well. Which this time around it was the idea of like how an Archon, you know, can once again feel very human, right? And that's why I love the portrayal of Archons in this game and gods in this game. Xiao is my boy first, Adeptus second, right? Zhongli is the man I love to drink tea with, God second. Nahida is one of the wisest and loveliest people I've ever met, God second. Venti is a hilarious time to be around, a sweetheart who I just love just being around, God second. Raiden Shogun, a extremely flawed individual who made a lot of mistakes, right? Who we grew to love, grew to like have a great experience with. And after that, like I said, God second to me. And some of those battles were incredible as well through the entire game we had, whether it be the battle with the whale, the narwhal, which was insane. The boss battle we had with Child, which was like, I think the boss battle with Child was like the first like holy F boss battle. Because Devalin was crazy fighting a dragon, but like I feel like even like to me the Child boss battle is even more impressive. And I think it's more memorable in a way too. Because I think that like that boss battle was just like the music, everything, it felt like a final boss. It felt like the final entry into a game like this. This is such a beautiful tree. It really did. Let's head over here and try to get this then. Let's try to get a few of these too. Actually, we should come to here, right? Yeah. There's another world quest there? I wonder if that has to... We'll do... I don't think we'll have time to do it today, but let me know. Is that like another... No, we should go to this one, isn't it? Yeah. Is that another quest here? Let's see who has it. Can you see it above here? It's someone locked in the cage. Stay comfy, we'll be back. We'll be back. Yeah. I think the boss battles are incredible in this game. The music in this game has always been so stunning for me. I think sometimes like I can hear a song and just like feel like this crazy emotion. And like recently, like I said that. I went back to Sumeru recently, and I was standing just like for a second, because you know when you warp to some place and you're getting ready to do stuff. I was like typing something maybe, and like instantly I just felt like holy crap. I almost started crying, and like it's crazy as well how like each region can make you feel that way. Like, because again, in Inazuma, like I feel it's a weird feeling of nostalgia. The best way I can describe it is like there's a song, you know, called Disconnected, right, from the Persona 3 episode Aigis theme. And one of the things that it says in that song, it's like, I think I'm homesick, but I don't know, right? And the reason why that song rings in my head, because that's a perfect way to describe it. It's like this feeling of homesick, but I'm home. You know, I'm here in Inazuma. I'm here in Sumeru. I'm here in Mondstadt. I can go there anytime I want. But I still feel homesick when I'm there. And there's that magic thing, and Genshin knows it does this. No matter what with Genshin, I am always gonna realize that each of these places I can go back to, but I'll never be able to get to see them for the first time ever again. And that makes me very sad. It makes me so sad. Like, listen to this music now, it's fantastic. I've loved meeting characters throughout and by the way, I'm talking like this at the end of the journey. The only reason I'm doing this is because, like, again, it feels like, you know, we have like come full circle with this, you know, it's where I started again. That's the reason I'm doing this. I'm not trying to like make it seem like I'm ending anything. I just wanted to like maybe do a review of stuff before we like went through with the Fontaine stuff. Yeah. But yeah, the characters we met along the way, I think that this is legitimately, from my money, in terms of quantity mixed with quality, I don't think there's a stronger cast of characters in the history of video games that has this much quality. This much, I mean, this much quality with a quantity. Does that make, you know what I mean? Like, can you think of other games that like is able to like hit the mark so many times with great and fantastic characters? And even if you don't like the characters, you can understand them. Like, that's something that like is so commendable. Now, there's some characters, of course, like we're allowed to hate. It's okay to hate characters. I don't like the Dory. I don't like him at all. If I find him, I want to hurt him. You know what I mean? I really do. But the fact that you can take a character like Vaughn, who has done some horrible things, and we all acknowledge all the horrible stuff he's done. Obviously, he was manipulated like crazy, right? Like, legitimately so. This isn't even me, like, you know, lying for him. This is legitimately, like, he knows he's done stuff bad. But obviously, he was also manipulated into a lot of that stuff as well, and his mind was crushed. His mind was destroyed. Oh, there's an Earl World Quest here as well, is there? Oh, Jesus, little girl, Yen. What are you doing? Hand your brother over. The heartless rats betrayed us. The boss is practically frothing at them out. How is that possible? I thought you were all friends. It's precisely why we're friends, because that they could betray us, Blanche. This is how the world works. But I don't know where he is either. I don't know either. You really are ley lines. Absolutely ley lines. What? Ley lines? Outdated. Ley lines are outdated. Ley lines shall be abandoned. The future belongs to the new tide. I don't know what you're talking about, but if you did something wrong, let me apologize on behalf. Just please let me go. How about stay away from her? Let's take a vote. Take a vote on what? Whether or not we should let you go, of course. Do you think the new tide revolves around you? That's right. A vote is necessary when opinions differ. Making arbitrary demands won't cut it. This is how the world works, Blanche. Get away from her. Wait. Wait for what? You're gonna vote for letting a guy go, right? Fine, let's make it 1-0 in your favor. But the new tide commands me otherwise. Now it's 1-1 draw. Staying loyal to your friends is how the world works. Sorry, Blanche, I'm with the new tide on this one. 1-2. What an extraordinary twist of fate. You scoundrels, I haven't agreed to anything. Try to understand the situation, would you, girl? You're just one. And guess what? One is completely useless when it's against two. Yep, the principle of majority rules. It's not how the world works, but it's also a fundamental part of order. Oh my god, we're stepping up. Do I get a vote? That's so cool. And 5-2. Wait there, friends. What a coincidence that we should meet here in the wilderness. So how will you be voting? What the hell? Wait, who are you two? Don't act like we're friends. Has no one taught you the most important thing, keeping respectful distance from other people? You wanted to talk about keeping distance. When you're the ones bothering others, you got some nerves. Calm down, little one. You know, it's pretty cool how you're just floating around. Why not work under me? I'll call you a trendy flyer. No way, Paimon's friend is way cooler than you. Hey, you're messing my Paimon's train of thought up. Let the kid go right this second. You would not be able to. Paimon would kill you, and rightly so. Ha! You're not part of my gang, so why should I listen to you? That said, it's 2-2 now, somehow. Hey, Wolfhook, what are you doing accepting votes from people that don't even know? Yeah, Wolfhook's accepting the votes now. That's what happens. Where's the voting button? Someone help me vote for letting the kid go. Now it's 2-3. Another extraordinary twist of fate. Wolfhook is hilarious, kind of. Stop, Wolfhook. I thought we were friends. Which side are you on? On the side of majority rules. The minority must obey the majority, right? This is how the world works. What? Seriously? Why did it even come for you to help? Darn it. Hey, Trendy Flyer. I'll let you win this time. Trendy Flyer is a crazy nickname. Listen up, girl. Go tell your brother to get in touch with us immediately. If he doesn't want to bite it. You hear me? Goodbye, new voter friends. Bye, Blanche. And if it's possible, please ask your brother to contact us. Thanks. Wolfhook is hilarious. Well, they're finally gone. Those two are weird. You okay, kid? I'm fine. Thank you. And that floating mist over there. Call me Paimon. This is Wonder. Thank you. I'm Blanche. You two must be great adventurers then. I'll definitely visit the Adventures Guild to thank you. But I have one more important thing to do right now. My brother's gone missing. I need to find him. But once I do, I'll go visit you at the Adventures Guild. Sorry, I need to go. Thank you again. Interesting. Hey, wait up, she's gone. Why is she such a hurry? Let's help her. It's too dangerous for a kid to be out there alone, and when she can't find her brother. She doesn't seem to want to involve us. Must be because she doesn't have money. She knows hiring adventures costs a lot more, true. But those guys won't let her off the hook easily, so we have to help. How about Paimon pays your fee? No way! What? You can take it from my Paimon's food? That's so sweet, though. And have you asked the food fund first? Paimon did. It said, please, please, use how you see fit. I don't remember ever saying that. No, she can use whatever food fund she wants. You don't have to worry about that. You're not Paimon's food fund. Well, you're not just that. No, Paimon, I can be whatever you want. Don't worry. Paimon will fund your food supply once she gets rich, but first let's stop making jokes. The girl needs our help. Alright, saying hello to your friends is how the world works after all. Paimon knew it. You were already planning to help, weren't you? Let's hurry up and catch her before she gets too far away. So we stopped her. We stopped the guys from annoying her, right? That's fine with me, right? We can go back and do this quest whenever we want to as well, because today, obviously, like, I don't think I'll have the time to do so. But I'm very glad we did stop them. And Paimon's very funny calling us their food fund. Which honestly, like, you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it, no problem. But yeah, I think I was talking about Vaughn, and the way, like, Vaughn is a character who, like, is of course flawed, but that's what makes them a good character. It's one of the most, like, harrowing stories you could ever, like, witness in a game, and that's, like, truly, like, one of the reasons why I appreciate Vaughn so much. And of course, like, before that, like, I think still, like, to this day, my favorite character is probably always going to be Xiao. And, you know, like, there's Navia, like, became one of my favorite characters as well. Oh my god, Navia. Probably, like, one of the most comforting characters ever in the history of this world. But we fell in love with so many characters, like the Tanari, Sino, Kave. Like, and if I study or listing all the characters that, like, the game made me fall in love with and love, I'd be here forever. I would be here for countless days and countless nights, probably, talking about how much I love them and how much I care about them. Each character is so layered and detailed. And again, that's why I get so frustrated. It's like, please, everyone who, like, shites on this game who hasn't played it, wait, look at some of these characters. You need to understand how good these characters are. They're so good. So good. Another picture over here as well. Oh my god. It's like a robot. What is that? There's so many, like, interesting things here and this is one, again, another reason why I love this game.
My guiding star.
Yeah, no, I think you guys can realize from, like, I guess this casual conversation we've had, like, I've had such a beautiful time with Genshin. I really have, and we'll continue to have a beautiful time with Genshin because it's not over. Next year we're still gonna be doing every single event. We're still gonna be playing all those things. Nothing about that is done, and I'm very happy about that. I'm so over the moon with the idea that we're not done. So over the moon. It's a really interesting contraption. It's like a big robot. It really is. Yeah, it's neat. And I wonder if it's a hilly trail creation. The hilly trail just, like, sitting up on the wall, the mountain there. I'm gonna leave them all. Wait, what the hell? Stabilizer. Device seems stable. In fact, it's not. You must hit the device in circles and within the blue lit check zone to stabilize it. And I guess before we wrap up this little exploratory episode with, like, a bit of work quest as well, one of the things that, like, I really, like, have enjoyed is that this game is, like, it has not only just, like, meant the world to me, right, in terms of just, like, the gameplay or anything, it's like or the characters of the story. Picking up the controller every, 4 times a week to play this game has meant so much to me. Like, I think about this game constantly. Like, I'm constantly thinking about Genshin now. I'm thinking about what characters I'm leveling up. I am playing this game every day as well, leveling up characters, which is something I never thought I'd do. When I started this game, I didn't think I'd do that at all. But here I am, constantly leveling up characters. I was gonna say we don't have any fire, but we usually have Hu Tao. And when I initially played this game, I obviously, like, you can tell, you can look back at the thumbnails, look back at the playthrough. I had no idea what this game was going to entail. I had no idea what everything was. I know, like, again, I was saying some stuff at the start of the playthrough, like, that I thought would apply to a normal RPG. Was not this. Like, I remember I was saying stuff like, oh, well, you know, I'll keep the Traveler on the team all the time. I thought we were just gonna have 4 characters on the team, the same 4 characters the whole time, all the time, which, like, would have been probably possible, but I didn't really understand, like, how the generosity and the amazing characters we were gonna meet that you could play as in this game. Because I always have a JRPG rule that I usually keep the protagonist on the team, but in this sense, like, obviously, like, we changed that rule. I also said, like, I was never gonna, like, you know, play off camera. And then, of course, it became a thing where, like, people were like, oh, you will eventually. And it's like, yeah, you're right. You know, I thought I would never run out of money. You definitely can. I thought I'd never run out of, like, level up books. Oh my god, you definitely can. As we've gotten more intricate and detailed in this game, it's just, like, continued to just mean more and more to me. And, like, not just in, like, the story aspects, the gameplay aspects, picking up the controller itself has been so fantastic. Such great visuals, though. So many amazing visuals in this game. So many amazing visuals. And again, we're not even done. We're not even done yet with this game. We've already been in this area as well. This could be it. We'll end on getting this one. I think that's a good one to end on. This team is pretty good. This team is pretty good. I put out a list. I might put it in the description at some point. I kind of want to perfect it a bit more until, like, for a bit, so you might not see it for a bit. So, like, maybe it'll be in a few episodes down the line. But I honestly, though, like, I don't know if I do want to put out, like, a public list to every single, you know, because I definitely put it out there so people could check it out of what I want to do before I leave here. But I think as well, you guys would even admit that, like, you know, you don't want to set up expectations if, like, down the line I change my mind and stuff like that. Because while I'm allowed to change my mind, like, that's, like, I think I like to do. I'm allowed to do. I feel also, though, like, with this channel, I kind of want to make sure that everything's kind of, like, everything that I say I'm gonna do, I try to do it as long as I want to do it, you know what I mean? So I want to make it clear before, like, I announce, hey, I'm doing this, that you know, we're gonna actually do it, you know?
Maybe it'll spring back to life.
Such a stunning place, isn't it? Continues to just be one of the most beautiful places we've ever been. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. We might do another episode of this as well, but I might put out a community post where you can ask questions about the Genshin playthrough, if you would like that. And obviously I might not be able to get to every question, but if we're doing more exploration, like for the last episode, might be good. But I'll see. Again, we're not promising anything, but we'll see if we can do something like that. This is probably a very rambly episode. I'm sure a lot of people probably did not enjoy this because it was just like literally me exploring the place, looking around the place, going, "Wow, this is pretty," and activating waypoints. Because look how look at the difference now. Like, it's so different. Like in one, oh, we can go here. Actually, yep, we're gonna go here. This is our last one we're gonna get, and we're back here. I don't want to give like a total feeling on this game because I feel like this isn't a game of totality. It's not a game yet that it's about, like, you know, things ending or whatever. One thing I didn't talk about was how freaking, like, crazy deep. I did talk about it, but I didn't talk about it enough. How crazy deep this game gets into, like, the horror elements of lore. How in this game, I feel as though as time is going on, I'm getting more and more scared of what has happened in the past in this world and how it's coming back to bite us in the future, and thinking about what's going to happen in the future. Sometimes I have to tune it out because it's genuinely terrifying. Thinking about, like, what's going to happen to this, what's going to happen in this world, what's going to happen to this person. Is this person going to betray us? Is this person going to be on this side? What's going to happen with, like, the Abyss Order? What's going to happen with our sister? Because, there we go. On the premise of this game, and I said it from the start, I still agree with it, is one of the most perfect premises ever, because the premise is very simple. It's the most simple premise in the world. Find your sister. That's it. Find your sister. And people can say it's also like finding the truth of the Abyss Order. Yeah. Finding the truth of the abyss. Yes, 100%. But the reason why we're trying to find the truth of the abyss order is also connected to our sister. Let's just be honest. We're constantly thinking about her. Constantly. Constantly. And that simple premise is simple because everyone can relate to it in some way. If your family member was gone and you needed to find them, everyone can relate to that, right? And like, and there's very few people that can relate to it, even if it's an animal or a cat, someone you love, something you love, and it's gone and you want to find it. It's a very relatable thing that anyone could relate to. But what they do with that very simple premise, which is, hey, find. If I said to someone, what's the plot of Genshin? Your sister is lost and you have to find your sister. Oh, that just sounds like any other. That sounds like an RPG, right? Like you have to find someone, right? Witcher 3, you have to find. You start off by trying to find Yennefer. But how deep the rabbit hole goes with the lore in this game, it is deeper than, and as I said, many of the games that the people that make fun of this game love. I'm not going to drop any bird. I'll move over here. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. That's why nowadays, I know it's irrational. By the way, I never insult people. I never reply to people. I never like I'll post on my own like socials or something like that, or like talk about it in the YouTube videos or something like that, but I will never be an arsehole about it and like argue with someone to the death about an opinion on art, right? Because I feel like that's like, it's your opinion. Who gives a damn, you know? Who gives a damn about it's your opinion. I'll have discussions with people, as you guys know. I like to give my opinion as well. But what I will say is, like, with that situation, the reason why I started off this whole conversation by saying it kind of upset me when I saw people talk about this game like dismissing it. Like I said, oh no, Nervalette. While this game isn't flawless and you can have critiques, 100%. Everyone, like, Jesus Christ, the Genshin fans themselves have more critiques for this game probably than, you know, non-Genshin fans. That's probably the truth because they played it. But I would much rather listen to a Genshin fan who has played it for years telling me their gripes about a singular part of a game than listen to somebody who has never touched the game tell me that it's silly. You know? Like, laughing, like, you know, like, the idea of just being like, you know, oh, that game's just, that game's just fan service in terms of, just fan service, right? And the hilarious thing about that, right? The hilarious thing about just fan service in this game is that, like, if anyone who's actually played this game, I think the Genshin audience is begging for a bit more with how pretty the characters are. The game is, like, actually quite respectful with that stuff. It's like, and that's why I know they haven't played it. It's like, the Genshin audience is always like, hey, please let Kaveh be topless at least once. please let these two characters kiss at least once. That's what's so funny when I know you haven't played the game when someone says this game is just fan service. Because recently it was the awards and someone was like, you just like this game because of like anime fan service. That's why it's getting all the wins. And it's like, bro, this game is so respectful to its characters. So respectful. And not only that, like I said, if tomorrow the Genshin like had like a tiny bit of fan service for Tonari, like a beach episode for Tonari where he had like, he was just wearing shorts, right? Or Kaveh, or Alhaitham, or Ayato, me with Ayato, Auga, like, or any character that people love, they'd be very happy, right? But this game, and here's the thing, you know, people say, well, oh, the outfits and this and stuff, I guess. I really don't think the outfits are even distasteful. I really don't, in any way. Like, it's just, like, they're just outfits. They're just really outfits, you know? And some of them are so, like, look at this, this is an amazing outfit. Incredible, so freaking cool. So pretty, so stylish as well. That's the thing, it's like, there's nothing sacrificed in this game for the name of just, like, making people, like, go, oh my god, this character's, like, yes, they will make beautiful characters. They have made beautiful characters. Let me show you one thing right now. Let me show you this, right? I want to show you all something. Let's put in team standing by here. And let's take out Kaveh.
I'll take care of this.
All right? And actually as well, like, you know, I didn't even deploy them. I didn't even deploy Kaveh. Yeah, let's take out Kaveh, right? For a second here. Right? First, I want to make sure everyone is clear in this. There's nothing wrong with a character being sexy. There's nothing wrong with a character wearing, like, shorter clothes or anything. There's nothing wrong with the idea of that. I'm just saying that people haven't played this game for sure if they're saying that this game is just all fan service. They don't even know what they're talking about at this stage. Look at this beautiful man, right? This is what we call beautiful man, right? He's gorgeous. He is gorgeous in every way, but, right? He's gorgeous within the style of his own character. There's nothing about this character that betrays his character, or his outfit that betrays his character. There's nothing about his hair, his face, anything. There's nothing that they're trying to like show off too much about. Hey, keep your eyes away from the bum. You know what I mean? And sorry for going on this rant because it just does mean a lot to me. Because I believe that this game is a lot deeper than people give it credit for. And when people dismiss it, I don't ever attack them. But in my mind, I'm like, you haven't touched it. You haven't played this game. Why are you judging a game? Like, obviously you can judge, I'm not going to play this, that's fine. But when you start judging the story, the characters, and stuff that doesn't even happen in the game, that's when I'm like, okay, guys, okay. Like, come on. Because I'm not, you know what, the new Call of Duty came out. Am I going to judge it? No. I haven't played it. I haven't touched it. I can say I'm not going to play it. I'm not going to play it. It's probably not my style of game. Holy crap, this is really pretty down here as well. Is this the border of the map? No. Is this Natlan? No, because that's, Sumedo. Can we jump in here? What? Holy hell, you can jump. He's so pretty. He's so pretty. Guys, I'm going to go before I rant even more. I hope you guys still enjoyed this episode, even with me like doing my full monologue. It was probably a longer episode than I thought it was going to be. But I do love this game. I love it to death, and it's meant the world to me, and I've cried so many times playing this. This video is probably longer than I thought it would be. But for now, guys, I want to say thank you so much for watching this video. Thanks so much for supporting this series. If you want me to do maybe like another video like this where we do explore, but maybe we do like a Q&A style thing where I ask questions on the community tab, and we can talk about the stuff there like that. That might be fun as well. But I think just for exploration, there's not much like, in terms of like, we can still explore the areas up here and stuff like that. And like, there's probably other areas we have to unlock too. But I think we've unlocked like every area in, with the underwater stuff as well, I suppose. We'll see about if we're doing something like that as well. But I wanted to get this world quest done, and we did get this world quest done. I didn't get the Book of Esoteric Knowledge done, but I'm glad I did get to do a lot of exploring today as well. So that's good. We're heading closer and closer to, well, we're not even like aiming to catch up. We're just like, we're gonna catch up. We will catch up. Yeah, I feel like I've gone on such a long tangent today. It's been crazy. Thank you so much to Never Can Repay the Baby Gangsters here on Patreon. That being Typharo2, Jamie Bull. Sorry, get to the list here. I just remember the names. Janet the Banana, The Ghost of Idazuba, Felicious Felix, Yule, Radish, Anusta, Malcolm Kunde, Death Trap, Lynx Markey, Assassin, Alpaca Juice, Eopsy, and Xana whatever, and I'll see you all so soon. Bye-bye. Do you want to do the thing, Kaveh? You beautiful babe?
Sight clear.